everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two QBs squaring off in an old rivalry from the 2005 draft class. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Alex Smith. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll come out inward for about 4 to the 23. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Rodgers now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, got three down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They begin the drive with Lacey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now he's obviously a great franchise. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
They run. Charles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And a gain there of 11 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And as the Packers get set to come back out on offense, and Charles, I want to ask you a question. You can take it offensively or defensively for Green Bay as they look to next year. Where do they need to focus, draft and otherwise?
I think I'll start on the offensive side of the ball, and I think running back is going to be a position they have to address. No matter what they decide to do with Eddie Lacy, decide what they're going to do with Ty Montgomery, but get more running backs into the mix. I think offensive line, you always want to fortify that position. But flip it over to the defensive side. Who's going to be the pass rusher besides Clay Matthews? Is Nick Perry still coming on? Do they have to draft someone else to help supplement Julius Peppers? In the secondary, they need corners that can cover. That's a big spot for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 4th down, the Packers hand things over to Jake Shum to punt it. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 3rd down, here's Lacey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Derek Johnson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. One thing's for sure, with Jordy Nelson, you can't fault his toughness. And we saw that on display in the NFC Championship game with that rib injury he played through.
To be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to play in the game. When I hear 2 cracked ribs, I just don't see that as a recipe for a guy being able to play wide receiver in a championship game. And he came back in about 2 weeks' time. You're exactly right. Excellent toughness, incredible toughness, and how about the production during the game? He was a factor, especially early.
Yeah, scored a touchdown, 67 yards as well. Smith on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And this will be good. Off the right, upright. But he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A sea of Chiefs jerseys in there that time to make the stop. Throwing is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Another shot here for Charles. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Smith, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, check twice. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Packers a 1st down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now on, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that makes it 23-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch the slant.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more calls. to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. They juked him. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. LaTroy Guion coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 68 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Tyreek Hill on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time running out here on the play clock. They come up in an offset eye. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run now with Ware. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
One back is Lacy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we wanted. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Play clock winding down. Smith. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jared Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that ought points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Ooh, with a juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And they're going to speed things up here. Smith on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Smith now to throw, eluding the pressure right. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith able to find Harris, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demetrius Harris, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how
And got his man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.